Hi, Weather Joey here with your bottom of the South Island forecast updated for Sunday, August 8th, I'll do it backwards, 2021. Don't need those glasses, never actually need them. That was just a little prop there for you. But 2021, we are here, have not been back for a while, early June. We did have that little seasonal update last week, but we're back on it. Early August, going to carry us all the way through the year, into next year, and the next year, and the next year. Anyway, before we get started on this forecast, I'd like to take this opportunity, as always, to thank and acknowledge the first peoples of this land, the First Nations, from North Saanich out to Sooke and beyond, really, for allowing us to live, work, and play on their beautiful traditional territories. We thank you so much as being guests here on your traditional land. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get into it. So, after 50 days, or over 50 days of basically bone dry weather, not a drop of rain, a long streak, and we'll compare it to, in the next little while, we'll compare this to streaks in the future because we've got a bit of rainless weather to come also. But bone dry, we did get rain on Friday the 6th, August the 6th, and what a blessing it was to feel that rain. It changed everything, the smell in the air. Anyway, it fell overnight, Friday night into Saturday morning. I had the chance to get out there for a bike ride last night, which was the Saturday night, after things had soaked in. It wasn't wet, but they had soaked in, and it was like a hard pack. Groomers, fresh morning groomers, like up the mountain, but on a bike, just smooth like butter. Oof. What a treat. Anyway, it soaked into the ground a little bit, but really not decreasing the fire hazard, maybe just briefly. But the fire hazard that's been building all summer, it's going to dry that rain out. We're into another dry spell, heat spell. I'll tell you about that in a second, but let's recap first the end of July into early August, just to give us the background. So, July finished off with heat wave hot. Now, heat wave is 30 degrees in the hot spot. We got a new sort of caliber now, or a new measuring stick of, we're going to call these mellow heat waves, because the heat waves of earlier in June, or earlier in July, late June, super heat waves, mega heat waves, I don't know, we'll make up some name. But just low 30s, just touching 30, but enough to call it a heat wave. And that was brought about by the high pressure over here. Really, we had high pressure over the States, and we've had low pressure up in the Gulf of Alaska, and this was bringing a nice warm southerly flow. Now, we had a little low form at the end of July into the first day of August. That brought some cloud up, a little bit of marine air, some cooler temperatures, gave a little bit of relief. But soon on the 2nd, we had new ridging building in from the southwest here, which spread up over to the coast, more clear skies, more activity going on there. We'll talk about that in a bit. But that was Monday the 2nd, clearing things out, heating things up for the 2nd, the 3rd. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right through the 5th. Back into low grade heat wave temperatures, lots of sun, really drying things out continually. So that was continually with this sort of flow here. Now, as that happened last week, we saw a fair amount of this low bring a fair amount of rain to Haida Gwaii and the central coast. Really some nice summer rain up there. I'm just going to erase this so I can give you guys a sense. But as we got into Friday the 6th, this low, I'm going to go with green here, this low started to move across the coast and into central BC. That brought a front in from the west, and that's the rain. Cloud thickened on Friday the 6th. Cloud thickened overnight, or late in the day. Rain came in overnight into Saturday and continued into Saturday morning. And in behind, as this trough went through, we saw strong northwesterly flow for Saturday. Lots of wind, clearing things out, a mix of sun and cloud, cooler temperatures, and that was Saturday. That's kind of continued on into Sunday. And really, this is the sort of trend we're into for Sunday which is today, the 8th, is this sort of seasonal west-northwest flow for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a seasonal west-northwest flow with a mix of sun and cloud. As we get into, I mean, there's a lot of sun out there, really. So kind of a surface high pressure along with this, but more of a seasonal flow here. But the heat is coming for Wednesday, and what we're going to see is another high pressure, stronger high pressure, building in from the west-southwest for Wednesday. And into Thursday, it's going to join with a high pressure over the western states that's always been there. And the two together are going to combine for this another brief showing of this sort of heat dome thing. We're going to see temperatures really skyrocket on Thursday up into the mid-30s. So another heat event, a very short-lived one though, but intense. These are new kind of things that are happening. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some people clocking 36 degrees, that sort of range. As we get into Thursday and on into Friday, this ridge will start to shift to the east. Now, this is how these things usually end, is that as this ridge shifts east, we're running out of space there, we get these little low pressures off of California. I'm going to call them heat busters, because what they do is they form and they start to bring, it's still mild, but it brings some marine air, and we're going to start to see effects of that later Friday. And one of the main concerns about that is there's unstable air coming up here. There's marine, there's moisture in it, some latent heat, and the concern is that we could see lightning, thunder showers sometimes, not with this one, not enough moisture, but some cloud and chance of thunder and lightning into Friday night, starting up Friday night and carrying on into Sunday with this, or Saturday with this southerly flow. Now, another concern is Friday, as this moves up, we might see it draw some smoke out of the Washington fires, and not likely the interior fires here, not enough easterly, but these Washington fires. So we may see some smoke in the sky on Friday afternoon and into Saturday. Anyway, that is the pattern for there. Things will start to cool down with this air moving up. Lots of fog for the south or the west coast on as this low level moisture moves up on Saturday. That'll probably continue on and cool things for the inner south coast. Whistler will cool down the latest on Saturday. As this moves up, it looks like in behind for Sunday, it looks like we're going to get a push of cooler marine air with a mix of sun and cloud, and cooler temperatures for Sunday. That's quite a ways in the future. So anyway, more heat this week, a little mega dose of heat, and some drying out, so we're back into major forest fire situation. Anyway, hope that helps you out. You in the future, look back, this is what we got. This is where we're going. And to all the spirits and beings and the critters and plants and animals of the forest, I'm looking out for you. I'm thinking of you. Anyway, hope that helps out. And as always, may the forecast be with you.